everybody, welcome back to XCOM 2. We've got a supply raid mission that we are able to embark on. This could be a nice little boost to our early finances, so there's no reason to ignore it. We are going to take out the same squad that we had set up previously, and that's going to, in fact, be Old Timer, who is from the character pool, so that's pretty cool that it just overwrites everything. We're going to take out Pious, Cannibal, Fire, and Singer. And I think we're all loaded up correctly. Let's just check here. Do we have any additional upgrades? No, we don't. Okay. I love this. I love his armor. That's very cool. Old school haircut from XCOM Enemy Unknown. I love it. Okay. Let's jump in here.
Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
One of our contacts in the Resistance tipped us to an Advent transport they managed to disable when it passed through as part of a larger convoy. Advent security forces are already moving to gather their assets, but we've got a shot at finding something valuable here. We'll have to secure the area, recover the gear, and eliminate any enemy resistance.
The interesting thing about supply raids is we can damage that and bring less supplies back, but we can use it for explosive damage if we really want to.
Menace 1-5. The
Wouldn't recommend it, but
convoy is just ahead. Engage and eliminate all hostile forces.
All right, preliminary scans detect absolute darkness. Good. So let's bring Aeneas out and let's start scouting early. There's no rush, but if we can get eyes somewhere, that would be great. I actually think staying back here with Loxley is a pretty good plan, considering the squad site Overwatch now.
Got it.
Let's run way over here.
Stepping off.
And Cannibal, grab the cactus. It's the best cover. Wait. That worries me. That we may have just evacuated everybody off of this high ground cliff. And then we heard what we just heard. It's something to think about. But at this point, I think that's all we'll do with it. Let's bring Aeneas in here. No, there's definitely something back here, and now I'm freaking out.
Moving to position.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Let's rotate back.
Moving to position.
Moving to Overwatch. Enemy movement ahead.
Yep, okay, we're on the right path now. So let's see if we can't
Orders confirmed.
have Aeneas find this group.
This is an extremely
There we go.
mechanized combat unit.
Oh my
for
god.
vulnerabilities if we're going to take that thing out.
It's part of the risk of this particular supply raid mission is stun lancers and mechs. So we'll have to be careful. We've got concealment. We can definitely get into a much better position than what we currently are in.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Old Timer, you want to be you want to scout up there? See if there's anything else going on. Cannibal for now. Hang back here.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Moving to Overwatch.
Okay, they may be heading into the... No, they're not going to make it into the house. But I feel as if we just got a little sneak peek behind the curtain. Potentially enemies inside the house. The squad site here is nice, and we are taking a little bit of a penalty, but we've got the height advantage and we have the scope, so it's really helping us.
Closing on target position now.
I think we keep getting close. We actually have a really good target there to take down if we want it. We also have the grenades, which might be a really good option as well. But if that's the case, we would have to kill the stun lancers ASAP.
That's the equipment we're after. We'll have to do our best to avoid destroying the gear while we secure the area.
But I actually think that we can handle that. So let's take the grenade. Let's hit this group, blow up that tank. Hopefully shred all of his armor. Let's see what Old Timer's got here. Okay. Not bad.
They've got our position!
We almost killed the mech because of the fuel tank.
Advent deployed non-lethal stun units for crowd control and the occasional protest. We don't see a whole lot of that anymore.
No, we don't. Alright, so stun lancers are a pretty big priority. But we also have to worry about him, and if anybody's grouped up, more than likely, he will want to launch rockets at us. This guy's potentially flanked if we had a better position. But I'm wondering, thinking we might be able to hit both of those. But we may put our supplies at risk. So it's risky. Alright, well, we need to move Singer up.
Confirmed.
We don't currently need Shredder as it stands right now. And we've got Cannibal. He's got some armor. We shouldn't be afraid to move him in there.
Ich gehe schon.
Even if he takes some hits. So for the greater good, do we want to destroy some of these supplies? Or is it possible that we get out of this without that? Let's see. We've got 74% on this stun lancer here. Let's go for it. There it is. My God. I'll never doubt you again. Then we can take down this mech. Nice shooting.
Enemy eliminated.
And now we've got additional options here. A stun lancer shot here would be really bad. Grenade from both of them would kill him. She's not able to reach. So I'm thinking what we do, I think we're gonna suppress him. If he wants to move, that's his prerogative. But at least he'll be out of cover. Or we could just take the 50% shot here. Let's do that. We should have done... Oh, nice. Okay. That's alright. We wasted a few bullets. But we've held on to a lot of different explosives, so this is great. We did break concealment, so we no longer have that to rely on.
Ist es auch sicher?
Let's start grouping up a little bit.
Moving out.
I'm on the move. Moving on target location.
But first problem solved, and these guys were pretty much on point that entire engagement. So
Und weiter geht's.
round of drinks on me. Okay, let's do some leapfrog here with Singer.
Headed there now.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
We've got
Advent
action.
forces sighted.
Okay. That car looks fancy. That car sure looks good. Well, one of these guys hopefully dies here. There it is. Jeez. I don't know why it just pumps me up every time she crits. Like, she's on point. Loxley is like, she's doing really well. I am very honored to have her. All right. Cannibal, we need to go for the flank on this soldier here.
Was ist da drüben?
Let's bring you in. There it is.
Nicht schlecht.
And then I'm tempted to move her up here, like, I really am. But I'm not going to. I'm gonna pull these guys back to full cover. I always, like, assume that the sectoid's gonna act how we would expect. But I know he's gonna catch me off guard at some point, and I'm gonna regret that. So let's go ahead and grab cover over here.
Es wird Zeit, sie aufzumischen.
No, he's running. Okay. Could be worse.
Hoffentlich
See
lohnt
if
sich
Cannibal
das.
spots anything. Not quite.
Okay.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Moving.
Time to bring up Loxley a little bit.
Move into designated position. I'm on it.
Kommt jetzt
On
noch.
overwatch.
Covered.
Biete Feuerschutz.
Okay. Let's keep going.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Nothing just yet. Relying on this car for too long
Ich
could
gehe
be a
schon.
giant death trap.
Moving to position.
Moving to position.
And we'll just keep Loxley up here,
Okay.
providing high ground squad site cover.
On overwatch.
Scanning.
Overwatch.
Scanning. Gebe Feuerschutz.
Let's take a peek.
confirmed. Moving out.
Nothing.
Okay, bin unterwegs.
Moving to designated coordinates.
All right, Singer.
Position
Grab that
confirmed.
other door. I love the way that these doors open. These are called, they called suicide doors or something? I like that.
Moving out. Affirmative.
overwatch.
Covering now.
Affirmative. Covering
Come
now.
get some.
Bin dabei.
My God.
Was ist da drüben?
All we're doing right now is we're hunting, and we want to still maintain any advantage
On the
that we
move.
can get.
Heading to that location.
Moving out.
Moving
Let's
on
keep-
target location.
Johanna, in tune with the squad.
Got it covered.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Oh, I hate when that happens. There we go.
Scanning Gebiet.
On overwatch.
Got it covered.
Oh, old timer. Okay, let's move to the tree.
Ich gehe
Polo.
schon.
Where are these things?
Heading there now.
Oh, something's happening. Can feel it.
We've got our vent
There it
here.
is. Hello. Oh, wow. That's good of them. It's a good spread. We're gonna go on the soldier. We have a better chance to hit the sectoid, but this is gonna be her last shot before she needs a reload. Nice. 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 That's all I can say. Amazing. Keep up the great work. Now, we actually have, like, we have a couple of near 50% shots on the trooper, and then we can let the sectoids kind of do their thing. Or we could almost guarantee the kill on the trooper, still have a grenade left over. I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Give these sectoids some distractions. Good setup, Polo. And we just need to deliver.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Old Timer's got a promotion here. Let's see if Pius can't take him down. Not quite. And those are the shots that we miss when they're just standing there.
Adjusting sights.
Let's go, Reed. Well done. It's got some loot.
Kill confirmed. I'm running low on ammo.
Well done. And we can actually flank this guy. Leaves us out in the open, and again, like, I know these sectoids, they're gonna change up their tactics at some point. It's gonna catch me off guard, but until I see that proven to me, I'm gonna keep using what we've learned to try and get an advantage. There we go. I'm thinking these are our last 2 to 4 enemies, depending on if he brings up a Psy zombie or not. But, oh, okay. At least he's not near the supplies. Yikes. The front of the truck has blown. Doesn't seem to impact anybody. Nobody cares. Oh, never mind. Damn. That's awesome, actually. That's really cool. I mean, it's cool for us. For sectoids, it's pretty much all bad news. I just want to see, are we in flanking positions here? I mean, we are if we want to just stand in the open. I've got nothing with Loxley here. We could go for all these flanks if we want. Let's start it off with Luce here. Nice job. Very nice. I'm thinking what we do is we have Samantha come in. And actually we'll have her do the grenade toss. She's already got a promotion. We could go ahead and try and blow up their truck too. I don't think there's anything in there we need to worry about. Actually, what if aliens were inside and I said that so confidently and then huge mistake? Let's avoid that for now. Okay, so he's out in the open. Pius is working on a promotion here. Try and bring him a little closer. We could go for the sword, but I mean, just in case there's enemies back there, I don't know if that's our best plan, so let's not go any further than our rook is. Beautiful. Oh, so good. I love this team.
Got him.
Is that the end?
Weapons burning ammo fast.
Status confirmed.
Beautiful.
All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Let's move out. Good job, troops. So, most damage. Old timer, rookie, making a mockery of the other soldiers. Not to say that anybody didn't do well. I think everybody did well there. Nobody was under fire. We were able to dispatch of all those troopers. Pius made the most attacks. And Robert also moved the furthest. It's cool. New record for damage per attack. It's because we got a lot of those flanking shots off.
Excellent work, Commander. Your efforts in the field have certainly encouraged the crew.
All right, so old timer promoted. That's cool. Congrats. So he's a specialist. All right. Now we're definitely going to grab Shadow Strike here so that we can get additional benefits from Phantom, and then the next level we're going to grab Concealment so that we can reconceal and reuse Shadow Strike later on in a mission. A lot of times I'll wait to make these depending on what type of missions we're going to get, but so Shredder, Suppression, Demolition. I think we go Suppression here. Okay. Everybody's looking good. We've got a laser sight and an expanded mag. Stun Lancers are coming back. Mechs are coming back. This is all good stuff. The mech can help our specialists actually quite a bit. Stun Lancer can help our rangers quite a bit. Let's see. We're still waiting on a promotion for Skinner here. We'll make that decision when he comes out next. It's been a while. Advanced Warfare Center's almost built. What's going on in here in the tactics school? Oh yeah. That's impressive. That's impressive. Look at Pius back here. He was just out on mission, like doing work, and he just keeps working. It's impressive. You got to admire that work ethic from him. Oh, there it is. The black market's almost open. This is a good sign. This is a good sign. So, let's actually head there.
Avenger plotting new course.
When those come up, I always like to ignore them just to remain in our same spot, not to waste a few hours of flight time, just to kind of gather information on what we were doing previously. We started making contact here, but black market's certainly important, so let's check this out. Skinner's back, and it's open.
Market is open.
So they're interested in Illyrium crystals, sectoid corpses, and Illyrium cores. Interesting. I'm actually, like, I think the Illyrium cores we should hold on to, but if we needed to sell them, we probably could. Illyrium crystals is something that we can't use just yet, so if we need to sell, we could also sell those off. We need a bunch of trooper corpses, we need officers, we need pretty much everything else. These guys could probably get sold if we need additional money. So let's see. What else do we have here? So we can rush research on plated armor, but we need 120 intel. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Advent troopers or sectoids I'm not too interested in. But we could use some of our intel to grab a scientist here if we wanted to. That'll increase our research speed pretty dramatically, which would help with our mag weapons that we're working on. We also got perception, which would be huge. This is a nice, like, permanent bonus to aim. And this does impact our swords on our rangers as well. If they have the PCS chip, makes those a little bit more reliable. Ooh, this is a tough call. I can't get both. I'm thinking mag weapons on everybody is better than plus 10 on somebody. So let's grab a scientist. This is going to be Dr. Sen Van Albada. Or, actually, hold on a second. Before we make that decision.
Setting course for Sector 8, Mexico.
We might be able to buy our scientist with some additional cash that we have here. We could buy an engineer. Alright, so that's right. Sniper Wolf's the engineer back here. Which isn't a bad idea either, to be quite honest. How are we doing at the base? More engineers early, the better. We could start clearing out additional things, which gives us some money. I think that's the right call.
Welcome, Commander.
But then we can't get wet work. This is another thing to consider. But we could if we sold some of the stuff that we don't need. Let's get this engineer going. They're so valuable early on. We'll go back to the black market.
New course.
Sell a few of those things we don't need currently. We can always use them later. And we can always get more later too, so. Let's sell some of our Illyrium crystals. Sell some of the sectoids. And I think it was 150 for wet work, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, wet work is 150. Let's grab that. And actually, we have to staff the engineer. So let's
Commander,
get Sniper Wolf.
I appreciate you recruiting new staff for the engineering team, but as it stands, we have people still waiting for an assignment. We can have them working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility.
There we go. Sniper Wolf is in, clearing alien debris. What we could maybe do, since that's going to take so long, we could have her hurry up on the relay, but then, again, we have nowhere to build once the relay's done, so... Yeah, let's just keep clearing that out.
I've got plenty of time to focus on learning to fly this boat.
From what I've seen, you could use the practice.
I love that little banter between them, between missions. Okay. Now, the only other option that we have to decide upon
Market is open.
is, do we want to buy this advanced perception? And as much as I want it, I think we just need to save our intel right now so that we can afford to rush plated armor, because we're already working on our where is it here? Magnetic weapons, which isn't going to be too long.
Market is open.
We could go with the scientist to speed that up, but you know what? Let's do this. We're grabbing the scientist. We're going to knock that down, get mag weapons going faster, and hopefully everybody's happy.
Setting course for Western United States.
It's a little bit of a risk there with the intel, but we get other opportunities to gather intel, so...
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
We have another supply drop coming soon. Avatar project is making progress.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Let's not panic. Let's not panic. Supply drop coming in. Well,
Commander, we've
another
received
alien
word that
facility.
The aliens have completed a facility devoted to their work on the Avatar project. If we can establish contact with the local resistance forces in this region, we can make a move on that facility and destroy it to set back the aliens' operation.
Okay. I was talking about this last time, but don't panic too much about the Avatar project progress. Okay, we've got a mission here right before our supply drop. Neutralize target in an advent vehicle. Oh, I like this. I wonder who the target's gonna be. That's the best part. And look, tons of intel, tons of supplies. This is awesome. Golden sleep. That's
Setting course
interesting.
for Mexico.
So now it may have a door, may have a locked door. We probably, if it's advent, probably have some towers to work with. So taking out a specialist is a really good idea. So Skinner here, let's decide on your promotion. The way I kind of look at this is right now, if we get hit, we're gonna be fine to live, but the challenge is that if we get like stunned or we start to bleed out, then we're in a little bit more trouble. As much as I love combat protocol, I think we're gonna use medical protocol now. And once we get up to the additional first aid kits, then we could even buy one now so that we at least have two, because the gremlin comes with one. Except we don't have any supplies, so forget that idea. Let's bring out Loxley. We kind of want to keep some of our top tier guys, making sure that they continue to get promotions, but we can also bring out some of our lower level guys. It's almost time to recruit some rookies too. It's almost time. Let's see. We can bring out 2 rangers, a sniper, a specialist. We definitely need a grenadier. And maybe instead of... Actually, we should be okay here. We've got lots of explosives. It's quote-unquote easy. So even if we have some of our lower level guys here, we should be fine. I can't wait to change Grelite's tattoo color. But for now, let's give you a better looking gun. And you're a classic. So classic for you. Alright, we've got laser sight, which obviously makes a lot of sense on our rangers. Do we have anything on Pius? We don't. So let's go ahead and throw laser sight on him. Getting that extra crit chance. We also have an expanded mag, which isn't a terrible idea with our grenadier. It's not bad. It's really good on sharpshooters, but I gave her the scope for now. Oh, he already has one too. He's got the repeater. Well, let's hold on to the expanded mag, but we're going to take out Skinner, Loxley, Aeneas, Grelite, and Polo. Wish me luck, guys. See you next time. Bye.
The world you once knew is no more. Earth is now ruled by the Advent Coalition and their alien masters. Hello, Commander.
Hey everybody, Christopher Odd here, and this is the full final release of XCOM 2. I've been fortunate enough to be able to play XCOM 2 for a little while now before release, and I just want to say that that's because of support from you guys. And I just wanted to say thank you, because without the support that you guys have given me in the past, I wouldn't be anywhere near the position I'm in to be able to do this kind of stuff. And I just want to say thank you for that. Now, what I'm really excited about now is experiencing the story of XCOM for the very first time with you guys. I've avoided all cutscenes, endgame missions, and I haven't read into any of the deeper logs that are kept at the Avenger. In addition, I've begun adding you guys to the character pool already, and if you do want to go ahead and send me your character, there's going to be instructions at the end of this video and in the description below. So if you'd like to use my character pool that's currently comprised of about 100 soldiers, but I'm sure within the next couple of days, this is going to reach well into the 300, 400, maybe 500 range, then I'll have a link below that will be regularly updated, and you can keep tabs on that. If you want my personal soldier, that'll be included in the link below as well. And I would be honored to be cannon fodder in your own playthroughs. I'll be playing this game on the newly balanced Legend difficulty with Iron Man enabled, and I've also enabled the mods that the Long War Studios guys put in. So there's an SMG with some trade-offs, an upgraded enemy type that comes in midway through the game, I guess, and an interesting class overlay focusing on leadership that you can apply to certain soldiers. Speaking of soldiers, there will be soldiers that definitely do die, but XCOM is not just about the soldiers who die. I always look forward to seeing which of you soldiers are going to rise to become the heroes of the campaign. And before we get going here, I am going to roll the intro cinematic that sets up the story. I'm going to include all of the important story bits from the tutorial that you can't access on the Legend difficulty. And then we're going to head into our first mission. Afterwards, I'll introduce you to our new recruits. And if you do want to skip the intro, which I wouldn't recommend because it's going to cover off like how the Avenger is up and running and why we're doing this, but if you do want to do that, feel free to click the overlay on the screen and you'll get right into the gameplay. So without further ado, here we go.
Continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
Keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by French elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate a benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion. Yet these trivial actions could never
break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper. Only together can we build a better tomorrow.
Approaching position. You were right. Definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gatecrasher. 60 seconds.
received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn. Forces are swarming to the blast point. We need to move on the package before they figure out what we're up to. They're holding position. We're gonna have to go through them. Stay out of sight until we're ready to strike. Copy that.
Remind me to thank the old man.
You and me both.
She's gone!
Damn it! You can't take risks like that. Watch your flanks.
So that's how you want to play it? Okay. At least we know...
She's calling reinforcements. Stop that. Transmission.
Central, reporting in.
You're late. What have you been doing down there?
Taking in the sights.
What the hell are these things?
They're us. At least they used to be. Human hybrid soldiers. Advent's reward for obedience and service.
We've all heard rumors. I just never believed it was true.
No one wanted to. But we find what we're looking for today. I promise you that's gonna change. Let's move.
Looks like that transmission went through. You have an Advent transport closing on your position.
You heard her. Cover the left side. Menace 3, you're up.
Hold up. You should check that body for salvageable gear. We need anything we can get at this point. Better move fast, though. I've heard rumors Advent rigs their stuff to self-destruct. Reinforcements just hit the ground.
They're getting nervous. Now I know we're in the right place. Well done. Fall back to our position.
Just go. I'll try to stall them here.
You should be able to cut right through the door's security protocols. They were never expecting anyone to get this close. We're in.
Good. Let's go.
Moving to secure the package.
Let's hope our intel was good.
This is the place.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Looks like there's an access panel attached. If you get me a better look, I might be able to...
Next time.
just lit up. Firebrand is holding nearby for evac, but it's now or never, Central.
Understood. We're on the move.
Got it covered. Fire in the hole.
Works for me. Almost there. Stay focused.
They're right behind us. Way too close.
Firebrand, this is Gatecrasher. We need an immediate evac. Get us out of here. Keep moving.
You don't need to tell me twice.
We're coming home.
There's potentially decades of atrophy to contend with.
Wish we had more time.
I don't disagree.
But as it stands now, we risk losing the patient if we don't begin the removal procedure immediately.
We're ready.
Good. Then let's get on with it.
Remarkable.
Just like 20 years ago. We were still calling it a war back then. We had no idea what was coming.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prepping for cranial intrusion. I've managed to identify the connection, preparing to make final incision.
These readings are getting really erratic.
Of course they are. These implants were never designed to be removed. We are risking severe...
No plan B here, people. Do it.
Pupillary response normal. Vitals stabilizing. Procedure complete.
Told them it would take more than that to keep you down. Welcome back, Commander. Glad to see you're finally coming out of it. Don't envy the headache you must have, though. Still, Can't fault Dr. Tigan. Especially as no one's even attempted something like this before. Easy. We're still not entirely sure what they did to you. That chip was buried halfway into your skull. Lost a lot of good soldiers looking for you over the years. Almost gave up hope you were still out there. Acted on the intel as soon as I got word. Not sure what you remember, but a lot's changed. Did the best I could, but the last 20 years have been tough without you. You feel like catching up? Shen has the archive up and running on your terminal. Otherwise, I'd go see Dr. Tigan when you're ready. There's some things you should know. He'll be better at explaining them than me. It's damn good to have you back, Commander. I heard you, Shen. When we get the thing, you'll be the first to know.
Attention. Unauthorized presence detected.
Commander, give me a second. Execute Echelon Protocol.
Attention. Senior Command Exchange confirmed.
I had wanted that to be a little more ceremonious, but we've got something. A local resistance cell just located this hybrid magnetic power converter that Shen's been pushing us to find. They tracked the device to a nearby Advent convoy and are attempting to take it down. If we can bring this converter back in one piece, we might actually get this place up and running and give the aliens a real war for a change. The squad is prepped and ready to launch on your order, Commander. Just give the word.
Heading out. It's worth a look. We've got access. Well done. Readings are returning to normal. Well, mostly normal. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Why are you all just standing around? It's perfect. Come on, let's get it inside.
Need to know that we're serious, that we're ready to infiltrate the city centers and strike at their heart. To that effect, we're moving in to take out a high-profile target that will get plenty of people's attention, especially Advent. Move to lock down the area and eliminate any security forces nearby.
Thank you very much, Bradford. So, what have we learned so far? Bradford and company break us out of this, like, stasis tank. A codex shows up, which is really cool because that's something that we run into later, and it's really powerful. There's a chip in the back of our head, which is questionable at best. And we've powered up the Avenger, so that's a pretty good start. Now, we've got these 4 individuals that I'm looking forward to meeting, so let's get down there and figure out just who you are. I gotta say, you look ready. That gives me a little bit of confidence.
Menace 1-5. We have a fix on the target. Move to place the X4 charges at the designated position.
Okay. So let's meet our first 4 here. So we've got Johanna Fire Loxley. That's fantastic. This is awesome too. She looks really cool. Really cool. We've got Morberis the Dog Skinner. I'm not sure if it's the Dog Skinner or the dog is actually just the nickname on its own. John the Pious Anais, I suppose? Anais? And Mayu Cannibal Polo. I like these guys. This is really cool. Where are you guys from? We've got a Canadian. This is awesome. German. Okay, let's do this, guys. I'm pumped now. This is the coolest part for me, is like the fact that you guys are in here, and I'm going to try to get as many of you guys as possible. That to me is that's XCOM. It's like, who's going to become the hero? I know there's going to be a lot of zeros, but who's going to rise to the top? Now, this is actually a pretty decent position to come into. We can get high ground up here on this little Advent kind of mini tower, or we could work up this building. And I'm thinking we should use the building as much as we can. So let's set up that way. We don't have a turn timer to deal with. We can try and set up in the best possible way.
Rolling.
Now, if you've watched a lot of review or preview coverage in the past, there are some significant changes. Number one, all of the balancing regarding like enemy health, chances to hit, build times at the base, healing times, all of that has been modified and changed on Legend difficulty. It's significantly increased. Things are much harder. But also, they've changed the ambush mechanic a little bit. And previously, the best way of handling the ambush mechanic was to actually let the Advent soldiers find your soldier and flank them, but doing so while you were on Overwatch with your squad. So what would happen is, all of your guys would get an Overwatch shot at the Advent, and when that happened, it would come back to you for your full turn. So you essentially got 2 turns in a row. And they've changed that so that now, if you do that strategy, there will be a chance that the Advent guys will just stop and shoot at the soldier that they flank, that they uncover. And your soldier's obviously out in the open at that point, and more than likely dead. So it's a really risky strategy to employ now. Okay, I was a bit worried that we came up here a little bit preemptively. There could be enemies up top, but we'll have everybody just stack up on this window here. We do see some civilians down here, and these little tattletales will run to their Advent companions, let's say, and they will tell those guys exactly where you are. So you know what? I'm going to actually send Loxley up here. This is probably going to give us vision of something useful. Yeah, there we go. That's incredibly useful.
Bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
So these troopers are kind of like the equivalent of sectoids from the previous world, where they're not the smartest. Their chance to hit isn't the greatest, and although they do pose a threat, it's not something that you have to be, like, that's not the scariest thing that we're going to run into, so. Let's go ahead and bring Polo up here. I am a bit concerned that our left side could be flanked, but I don't think they're going to cover enough ground to move all the way in. And then we can bring Skinner over here, and let's bring John up a little bit. Hopefully they don't stray too far, because we've got a really good position on them here. Yeah, they are going to move a bit. Okay, that's far enough, guys. That's pretty tough, actually. That's pretty far. The nice thing is we can come down here, and we've got half cover, which is not, it's not ideal. But I'm thinking with the height advantage that we have, I really feel confident that we can finish these guys off. So let's bring Loxley down. She's going to start this off with a grenade. As long as we don't have any tattletales down here, and I don't think that we do.
Heading there now.
And you've got a couple of ways of handling this. Depending on the situation, you could overwatch all of these guys and hope for the best, which isn't a bad scenario when we're all high ground like this, because you have significant aim bonuses. But I like to keep at least one where I can react after the fact. So I'm going to do that. And I think we'll keep Cannibal here because he's closest to being able to run down here if we need to move into a better position. He's got a couple of options on this side. He's got the grenade available. So let's overwatch Skinner. Let's overwatch Aeneas.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
And we're gonna take our first attack here with Loxley. Let's see how this goes. We're gonna damage all three. This is gonna be fantastic. I have total belief in our brand new squad.
Catch!
Oh, and she gets 4 damage on one. That's a beautiful way of starting. Let's see how the overwatches go. Oh, beautiful.
Target down. Target neutralized.
Okay, that couldn't have went any better. That could not have went any better. Great job, guys. And we've got 3 early promotions. So now we just got to spread the love around to Polo. I say that like it's so easy to do, but truthfully, it's not. I kind of want to send Loxley in here, but I'm a bit concerned that she gets caught out on her own. We could always bring her back and kind of set up a bit of an Overwatch trap from high ground if we really want to, but let's not send her too far out. Let's bring Skinner down to the car and see if we can get anything.
Menace 1-5.
That's where we need to plant the charges.
Position.
And now we want to be progressing pretty carefully here because, yeah, because that can happen.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
So, we don't have any high ground shots from here, unfortunately. We can bring Polo down into full cover and have a shot on him. It's not going to be great. I'm thinking that's probably our first good bet. Let's bring him down. 46, not bad. Could certainly be better. But I'm okay taking this. We've got decent cover. 50-50-ish. Oh. Yep, this squad's great.
Feind ausgeschaltet.
Really digging this squad. Now we just got to make sure we get them all out of here alive. That's going to be the major challenge. Okay. Aeneas, I'm going to bring you down here.
Target location.
These sectoids, they really like to prioritize using some of their psionic abilities. Maybe trying to panic or raise the dead, which is something that they can do, surprisingly, this early. And this effectively. But if he happens to move into a more of a precarious position... Oh, really? He's freaking out! He's panicked. That's exactly what's happened. He's totally panicked. Now, I do not want to set off another group back here. That's my biggest concern right now. So, let's bring Aeneas over here.
Move into designated position.
40%'s not bad, but I certainly think lighting this truck up with a sectoid in front of it is a pretty good idea. And then we can try to pin him with Overwatch. He's going to have to move. Or we'll just blow it up right off the get-go. That's a good option as well. It's going to almost kill him. That doesn't always happen. That's a really unique scenario. Okay. This is good. This is good. The question, though, is... Actually, is he burning? I didn't see if he was burning. Because if he is, he's going to die here anyways. We don't have to expend anything, but he's not actually burning. We'd be able to tell he'd have some status effects that it would show us here. So I'm thinking we just pin him with these two. We'll take the 48 here with Polo. Pretty good chances of it happening. missed it completely. Let's see what he does now. Yeah, there we go. Come on now. Get him. Oh, no. Don't let him regroup with his buddies. Oh, that's not good.
Come on, focus.
All right. So, he, that's not good. Because what he's done is he's gone to find another group. And that is terrifying. But let's see, let's work towards there. We do have these pillars here that we can utilize for full cover. The nice thing is this truck's already blown up, so we can use that as well, pretty reliably. Where's our grenades? We definitely want to have our grenades up in the front.
Heading out. Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Oh, did you... What just happened there? Nothing just happened. Okay. We're going to panic music for no reason. Polo, come up and provide some additional support here.
Verstanden, rücke aus.
Let's see if they get brave and Thief decides to bring his buddies back here. No, he didn't. Okay, Anais to the truck. There we go. Now this is a dangerous group.
Seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
Okay. We have options. We have decent options. We've got a grenade that can probably hit those guys, but I just don't know if we can get close enough. We have to worry about this guy rotating around here, potentially setting up a flank. But the goal is to kill that officer. And I'm even okay leaving the sectoid alive. Speaking truthfully. This is a nice shot here. We have a nice flank. It's from far enough back. This would probably be a flank as well, but we have more kind of within our view. I'm going to take Polo back here and go for the flank on the officer instead. Let's go. Come on now, Polo. Come on now. Oh, that's so good. That's so good.
Ich muss bald nachladen.
I am tempted to move Anais, but where am I gonna put him? I may as well just utilize the full cover that's there.
Headed there now.
Let's bring Skinner in. Let's try and get the kill with Skinner, because then we can kind of pull him back if we need to. Not quite, hey?
I got nothing.
Okay, who's going to be the hero? I'm just really cautious about this half cover, as you can imagine. And then over here, I'm worried that he comes down here and tries to flank us. I don't think he can make it over here for a full flank, but it's pretty close.
Moving on target location.
Gotta make a call. The officer needs to die.
Not even close.
Come on now. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see what they bring. He's being aggressive. Duck. Okay. The officer has a couple ways of operating. They can move and then target. They can move and shoot. They can target and then they can shoot if they don't want to move. But the tough thing here is that now that he's marked, these guys are getting pretty big bonuses from that. Oh god, stay down. Wow.
Is that all you got?
Blowing up that truck earlier has paid off immensely. The sectoid's fallen for our trap. And now we're actually in a pretty decent position. I think their base aim, I want to say, is around 70-ish, the troopers. So even though we're marked, we've got the full cover, which is significant.
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
And thankfully, we were able to avoid getting hit there. Now, yes, he's mind controlled, but if we kill the sectoid, the mind control is taken care of. This is where we want to use our grenades. We've got to kill the officer, first and foremost. What I would like to do is see if we can't move up just a little bit.
Verstanden, rück ab.
Here we go. Okay, we can't quite blow any of that cover. But we can guarantee a kill on the officer, which I think is a good plan.
Nimm das!
Okay, one down. I think we should bring fire around this side, stay in full cover, have a flank on that sectoid. Come on now. There it is. And he dropped loot.
Good riddance. Gonna need to reload soon.
Takes care of the zombie. We've got okay chances here. And the only thing that we don't have is a guaranteed kill. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring Skinner. I want to bring him back far enough where this guy's chances of hitting are pretty slim. Let's bring him over here.
Moving out.
We're gonna throw the grenade.
Heads down.
There we go. Now he's flanked. And we'll bring John. Come on, buddy. Yes. Good job, squad.
Enemy down.
Now let's see what this last guy does. I don't think so.
Stay unter Beschuss.
Biggest thing against these troopers is just full cover.
Fire spreading.
I know that seems pretty obvious, but you'd be surprised. Okay, I think what we do here is we move in really aggressively and just take the shots that we can to try and take them out.
Position confirmed.
62. Let's go, John. Start here. Start strong. Damn it.
Yeah, I didn't get it. I'm out of firepower over here.
Okay, let's bring Loxley back here for the flank.
Now.
Beautiful. Okay. Things worked out pretty well there.
We're not picking up any inbound contacts. Scanners are clear. Menace 1-5, we have a limited window to act before Advent responds. We need to get those charges planted on the double.
So, cool thing about XCOM 2 is you can actually... Oh, nice, an Illyrium core. You can actually path around different obstacles that you may run into, like the fire there. We could avoid that. Let's put Skinner
Orders confirmed. On the
up
move.
and get him ready to launch, or plant the charges, I should say. Okay, let's do this.
Menace 1-5, rendezvous at the extraction point. Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charges.
So I'm really happy with the fact that these guys didn't get hit. From those troopers, even if we do get hit, we're usually going to survive at least one attack. But we didn't hit very much either. Like, only 50% of our shots were successful. So we got a few things to work on, hey squad? They all feel pretty good though. I feel pretty good. It's a good start. Everybody contributed in a meaningful way. Now, let's go back to base and get things started.
Well done, Commander. It's always good for morale when we ace a mission like that.
Yeah, that feels good. So let's see what kind of promotions these guys get. They're all promoted. They've all contributed heavily. Let's start with Loxley.
Just like it
sounds,
a
sniper.
Our
Beautiful.
sharpshooters engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter.
I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, and Polo, what's your role? Oh, fitting.
Serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
Very fitting. Okay, congrats. We've got Skinner up next. Specialist, I like it.
Advanced equipment. Specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty.
You notice how the drone patterns match the gun? I think that's a really cool touch. That makes you our Ranger.
Serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
I dig his look. This is cool. Very cool. So Elerium cores are great. These small self-contained samples of Elerium are used to power the aliens' beam weapons. We could use them to power a variety of advanced weapons, armors, and munitions. So once we eventually build a proving ground, we can use that to get experimental
to the research
ammo,
labs.
grenades, heavy weapons, things like that. Let's go in and start our research.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology. Commander. Dr. Richard Tigan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
At least our priorities are aligned. So let's start with some new research here. Early on, we've got three options: modular weapons, hybrid materials. This provides a little bit of extra defense, or health, I should say, in the form of like a nano-scale vest. Then we've got alien biotech, which lets us start to research different alien types. I'm going to go ahead and grab modular weapons because it's an upgrade that all of our soldiers can use early on, and we can start using things that we find in the field to bolster our weaponry, be it scopes or laser sights, repeaters, things like that.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Okay, you got
the
it.
Resistance is slightly more organized than I had imagined based on the rumors. But it still sounds like they'll be relying heavily on us to handle both strategic and tactical engagements with the aliens. Hopefully their network of contacts will, at the very least, provide us with valuable insights into Advent movements and positioning.
There's been plenty of gripes about my flying, but I don't see anybody else stepping up, other than the autopilot.
What Tygan is kind of alluding to
engineering.
is the fact that we're going to need to make contact with these resistance cells to get word on where the Advent is going at all times. And that's kind of the overall, like, how the geoscape works and how we're going to navigate the globe.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had.
Rover.
Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself.
He would like to show me around engineering, that's about it though.
You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
So, Dr. Shen from XCOM Enemy Unknown is, well, he's no more, and this is his daughter, who's very capable in her own right. But now begins the battle between, do we want to fund research, do we want to fund engineering? Personally, I think it makes sense to try and find engineers as early as possible, but we don't have total control over that.
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first.
Yeah, and we don't have any engineers currently, so all we can do is start to build a facility in this empty spot. I'm definitely going to start with Guerrilla Tactics School. That opens up a lot of options for us as we advance. It's going to take 28 days.
Facility right away, Commander.
Which is pretty significant.
I'll send word when it's up and running. We noticed early on that the Avenger has a tendency to dip forward when the power core is under load without the engines engaged. At first I thought maybe it was a stabilizer issue, but now I'm starting to think it's all just part of the alien's grand design. The core itself may not be entirely stable, which would explain why the aliens went through so much trouble to isolate it in the bow.
So, I'm just kind of looking around the base here to see who's hanging out and where, and oh, hello. Who's that? Let's go check our armory and see which other soldiers we have back at base. So, we've got Mayu Polo, Johanna Loxley, Morberus Skinner, and John Aeneas, who we've met previously. We've got Samantha Singer-Reed, who's also Canadian, and dressed in red, which is appropriate. I like that. Nora Wild, who is dressed uniquely, to say the least, but I like her flair. I like her flair. You look like a specialist to me. We'll see what happens with you. Sebastian Zawadsky is here. Major beard. And probably a chronic smoker. We've got Grelite. This is great because Grelite was the hero from Enemy Unknown. My very first playthrough with him. And really happy that he's showing up here, actually, because it's a very cool sentiment. This is freaking awesome. The one thing I'm gonna do, oh, I can't do this. Later on, I'll change his tattoo from pink to white. And then last but not least, we have Robert Oldtimer Luce. And this is cool because part of the Resistance DLC that you get when you pre-ordered XCOM 2, they're going to give you this soldier that harkens back to the days of Enemy Unknown. And this is the only soldier that can wear this gear. This is the old style XCOM gear, and he has this this hairstyle. And this overwrites any of the previous stuff that you've done with this soldier. So if you're Robert Luce, somebody sent me this file, and Robert, you're now very special. So I'm excited to see what you can get done. We also have the ability to look at recruiting soldiers. We've got Ruben Vega, Ines Verhoeven, Martin Glaude, this is Quill18 from YouTube, Anne Rue, Naomi Russell, Saradimi Teku, Else Weiss, Polina Volkova, Tom Andromeda, and Guang Zhu. So, very cool. Who do we want to hire here? Do we want to hire anybody right now? We probably could. See who stands out. They're all so cool. Let's see. Let's make a hiring decision that makes sense when we need it. For now, let's head to the bridge.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours. While we prepare for new operations and continue our research, we can pass time by scanning at sites like this one. On your order, we'll start our scans on the surrounding area. Commander, one of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that may be worth investigating.
So you get these random starting objectives that you can go and check out. These are called rumors. The resistance will say, hey, we've heard that there's this thing going on, and you can go and check it out. It's always guaranteed. The reward's always guaranteed. It just takes time to investigate. But what's great about this is we got it right away, and we don't have to waste time scanning at the base. The other thing of note is that our supply drops, which is our income, comes every 22 days. And once that happens, we have to go and we have to scan that location to get our income. And then we can also hire new soldiers and recruit people, get scientists, engineers that way. So yeah, this is good. And you can increase your income by growing your contacts and spreading out. And building these radio towers. So, yeah, let's go get these supplies.
New course.
It's a good start. Gives us a little extra cash.
Commander, the Avengers' remote scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
Strategic resource located.
Beautiful. Beneath the looming statue of an elder, we notice an overgrown security checkpoint placed at the intersection of two roads. After further inspection, the corpse of an Advent security officer was discovered slumped over the small desk inside. Our engineers swept the site and recovered a number of useful system components. I'll take it. Oh, nice. Okay, so now we've got another rumor, and we can go and investigate for a chance at getting these rookies. Shouldn't say a chance. I just don't know that we'll have 5 full days to scan before some other action happens. This is nice because, as you saw,
interesting discoveries, Commander.
Hiring rookies is not cheap. So, modular weapons is done. We can do new research into mag weapons, which is your start of your tier 2 weaponry, and then now we can use weapon upgrades that we find in the field for even more firepower. The troops will like that. Yes, they will, Lily. Thank you. Okay, so what do we want to go into next? As you can see, magnetic weapons take 63 days. That's an extremely long time. But I think early on it makes sense to go into alien biotech. There's a few research projects that will help, and autopsy type things that we can do that will be really beneficial. So let's start alien biotech.
I assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
And let's head back into the geoscape.
Commander, as the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
So now, oh, this is cool. So our reward, if we're successful here, is an engineer, which is really helpful. And this is Joe Vargas's Angry Joe, actually. So I'd be honored to have him as an engineer. This is a hacking mission, so we definitely want to take our specialists so that we can hack from range. And the other thing is we can take a look at the SMG mod that we've added from the Long War Studios guys. Okay, so let's bring in Polo. Let's bring in our specialist. Let's bring in our ranger. And I think we should bring on another rookie. So let's go with the next in line. That's Samantha Reed. And let's take a look at the SMG. So the SMG is unique because what it's going to do is increase your mobility. So you can cover more ground, you can get around a little bit quicker, but your damage is reduced, so it's 2 to 4 damage instead of the 3 to 5 from the assault rifle, and your clip size is reduced, so it's 3 shots instead of 4. However, I still think it's value add, and putting this on our specialist early on could be really helpful, because if we need to get in range of the hack, then we can do so. So let's go with the SMG on Skinner here, and we'll go ahead and customize that back to roughly what you had before. I think you might add something crazier. But let's go with Classic 2 for now. SMG's really shiny, actually. And then other than that, I think we're pretty much set up here and good to go. I'm not going to put an SMG on too many people, I don't think. So we'll stick with what we have, but let's go ahead and change your weapon color. And let's switch out your shotgun color. The other cool thing we can do is we can take a look at the resistance gear that's available to us. And then we'll just make a change to the Grenadier here. Let's keep it dark here. Let's go classic. Subtle, very subtle. But yeah, what we can do, and maybe for our rookie here, Miss Singer, we can actually change her armor to Resistance Warrior Kevlar armor. And I think that's pretty, like, that's awesome. That's really cool. But it goes further than that because you can actually change the overall look. And this is way different than what we had available to us previously. Here's that XCOM armor, the old school armor, if we want to use that. I like that you can just like throw them in a t-shirt. So many cool options. Let's actually do that. No arm options there. Legs is the same. But then, once we have armor patterns, we could probably change that up even further if we wanted to. We also have face paint, but I'm not going to switch her up too much, but you definitely have a few options there, so pretty cool. Anyways, this is the squad we're going to take out to try and hack the computer. I'm really excited to try and get as many of you guys in here as possible. I'm definitely going to need to hire a whole bunch of rookies, and if you don't show up as a rookie, there's a good chance you show up as either an engineer, or a scientist, or a VIP that we need to rescue, or an enemy VIP that we need to take down, and I'm excited to see who's going to become a hero. This is going to be fun. See you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
The world you once knew is no more. Earth is now ruled by the Advent Coalition and their alien masters. Hello, Commander.
Hey everybody, Christopher Odd here, and welcome back to XCOM 2. We're going out on a guerrilla ops mission Potential rewards are Angry Joe Vargas, which would be a much-needed boost in our engineering department. We have to hack a resistance computer, so we're going to take out our specialist Skinner for sure. We're also going to bring a rookie in Singer. So one thing that we should do before we go...
How big of a difference some of these things can make in combat, Commander. With a few supplies, I can manufacture anything we need in no time.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Let's grab a couple of flashbangs here. We've got the extra cash. We had that early supply drop that happened. Let's throw it on our specialist, who's going to cover a lot of ground because he's got the SMG, so if we need to close in and flashbang, great. I think I'm also going to throw it on our ranger, and we'll keep Singer available to use the explosive grenade for maybe an early promotion. So I think this is good. Yeah, let's get started. And I did learn something else about how the character pool works. When I was going through the recruits that we have available to hire, some of them were stock characters. And somebody on Reddit pointed out actually that you have to edit another line or two within the INI file. So I've updated my character pool video on how that works. So if you're interested, feel free to check that out. But if I'm in a situation where I have to hire a random soldier, I'll just replace it with somebody that's submitted a soldier to me, so no worries there. But we have plenty of other ways of getting additional soldiers in there, so I'm not too worried that there's 4 or 5 stock guys right now. Sorry, Bradford, I totally talked over you. This is Operation Gasping Fear. We need to recover equipment allocations from a resistance computer. We are in the slums, which means we've got some elevation to work with. We are in LA, which means we've got drugs and prostitutes to work with. But we will not be focusing on any of that to this mission.
Menace 1-5, this is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance. Entering squad concealment.
Okay, so, if I'm not mistaken... Okay, this is actually pretty far away. There's the computer. What is this place? This is like a little... I don't know what... They're selling a bunch of holograms. This is like a... I don't know what this store is. But this is apparently where they're storing this equipment allocation on this laptop on the corner of that table. So, very secure, but I guess that is the definition of just hiding in plain sight. Let's start off with Skinner here. He's going to cover the most ground. This area is pretty wide open, but I'd like to get up top and use the highway if we can. Looks good so far. We have 8 turns, but we have a lot of ground to cover. Let's bring Aeneas in behind, Miss Samantha Reed to the right, and Cannibal, let's go here for now. Okay, so far so good. We do have a tower here we might be able to utilize. Ideally, if we can get up top to the freeway and then we can move down to the left, we have a pretty direct path. But yeah, we gotta move, and if we run into anything, we gotta take care of it quickly. This is a pretty significant distance to cover.
Our gremlins can attempt to access the Advent network from here. We might be able to hack their systems and get an advantage. But be careful. If they detect us, things will only get worse.
Okay, so there's no harm in looking.
Accessing system.
It's a statement that my wife disagrees wholeheartedly on. But let's take a look and see what these potential rewards are. Okay. This is actually not bad. Soldier gains complete immunity from the next 2 attacks, or we can reduce enemy will, which means the chances of panic from sectoids or mind control from sectoids would be reduced. This is interesting. The challenge is that if we fail it, and we have a higher chance of failing than anything, that every alien gets a defensive and mobility boost. So I'm not really the biggest fan of that right now. But it's good to know that it's there as a potential option.
Das lasse ich mir nicht zweimal sagen.
But what's even better is we can move everybody in here
No need to ask twice.
and start shuffling down the highway. And let's keep moving.
What's making that noise?
That's a great question. Well, we got something close by. I heard a door.
Roger that. Got eyes on a hostile squad.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got an officer and his lone trooper employee. And ideally, we put this small business out of business. That would be amazing. I'm thinking, though, that this height advantage that we currently have might not be ideal. It's a little too far. So let's bring John down into full cover. Can I sneak by? I can't really sneak by this thing the way that I'd like to. Can we path around it? Not quite. We're a few short, but maybe I can get inside here. What's going on in here? So we do have cover. Just a little bit difficult to see from this angle. I'm going to bring him in here.
Bin schon dabei.
And then maybe we should do the same with her.
Got it. Moving.
And then Skinner, we can still take our time. So let's just stay here for now. Hopefully they actually... Okay, they're actually moving closer, which is great. Skinner's going to have a great shot up top. And I'm even considering, just based on how close we are, that we may not need to expend a grenade here. Is that a bit greedy? It's a bit greedy. But I have a pretty good shot to open on the officer, and then we could overwatch with some, and we can react with the others. I think what we'll do is let's overwatch with Anais. Let's grab the overwatch with Polo. We'll keep Singer available. She's got the grenade. And then we'll start off, hopefully, with this hit on the officer. Even if it's 2 damage, we just need to guarantee that we hit him. Let's go. Yeah, there we go. I'll take the 3. It's the bottom end of an assault rifle, but... Scamper. Damn it.
It's still moving.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's beautiful.
Das war's für dich.
That is beautiful. Now we have a shot on this guy. How are we seeing him exactly? I guess we're reaching around this side. 61. It's not bad. Let's take it. Oh, that's too bad. Welcome to the squad. We've noticed. It's okay. I'm not writing you off completely.
Keep the pressure on.
Let's see. He may run. Yeah, he's gone. Okay. So we could try to get up here, get a small height advantage. Should we do this with Singer, though? It's risky, but
Closing on target position now.
I'm willing to take a bunch of these lower percentage shots here. If we hit him, he's dead. Come on, Reed. There we go. Ouch.
Target neutralized.
That was beautiful and brave. Totally made up for your previous indiscretions. Now, how are we gonna see this thing? We've got this giant staircase blocking it. We're gonna need to have our specialist right about here, I think, to have a chance at seeing that from range.
Rolling. Bin auf dem Weg. Habe Blickkontakt zu einer Advent-Stellung.
Oh, that's dirty. Okay. Okay, that's a problem. I knew that was risk. A risk, I should say, but I was hopeful. I can still hit these two and remove their cover. Let's focus on that for now. But I've got two soldiers standing in the open, one of which I can't move. That's awesome. So one's down completely. And then we may have a chance to get the other one here. Come on, Anaya, save the day. Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
Hostiles pacified.
Now, the only other thing is that I have to trust. I have to trust in the sectoids that they're going to try and resurrect over just shooting me out in the open. And I'm not 100% confident that that's the choice they're going to make, to be quite honest. I could aid protocol, but then I'm leaving somebody exposed. I could flashbang, but then that's going to encourage them to take shots. So, since we have somebody exposed already, we're just going to go for this. Alright. A little bit of damage.
Burning through ammo fast!
The sectoids, although powerful, are not always the smartest.
No! I want to go home!
Let's see what he does. Take a shot if you can. He's doing it. He's doing it! Oh. I'm okay with the panic. I'm okay with the resurrection. I'm not okay when he shoots.
Menace 1-5. The Advent network is almost entirely locked down. We're running
I
out
know,
of
Bradford.
time. Get to that terminal.
Well aware. Well aware. We're working on it. We're working on it. Okay, Singer. Can we could try to remove the stairs. I don't really want to get too much closer than where we are.
Grenade out!
There we go. That clears things up just a little bit. That might be just what we need. There it is. Crisis averted. Temporarily. Let's not get too confident. I'd really like to get in there, but it's a little too far for my liking right now. We need to have the ability to react here.
Locked and loaded.
Okay. Fortunately, I still can't get to that one spot that I'm thinking I need to be in. I might be able to get it from here, but
moving out.
We'll see.
We're near the objective.
Yes, looks like we're gonna have it.
Commander, we have confirmation of the exposed access point. Infiltrating.
Okay, let's take a look, Skinner. The objectives are guaranteed, but the possible rewards are completely random. So, and also, it looks like we've got Advent right behind. Okay, so we can reduce the contact cost for a nearby region by 50%. This is good because that's going to save us intel later. Or we can go for an income increase that will last, or that will happen every month, an additional 25 supplies, but the chances are lower. Let's go for the reduced contact cost here. Oh, just. Unlock watch list. Okay, that's good. Take it, it's a nice to have.
We've confirmed successful acquisition of the Advent files. Eliminate any remaining hostiles in the area.
Okay, looks like I can climb this and not catch fire. I mean, in theory. But I don't know, like, based on where those soldiers were, I don't think that that's actually our best bet here.
Moving on target location.
Let's move up. Now working up here, though, this could be nice. Let's start slow.
Position confirmed.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Let's reload here. Let's reload here.
Ready to go.
Let's see what happens.
Got some Advent here.
Here they come. Oh, and we have some up top as well. Let's see if they stay up there or not. Wow, they've really separated. Okay. I can get a height advantage here with Samantha. That's a decent start. That's the only height advantage that I can get, though. I can go for a flank on this guy. That puts us very close to the sectoid and uses up somebody carrying our flashbang. What I'd love to do is I'd love to get in here and see if we can hit both. Actually, we can get Polo up top here now. That's right. Let's do this. Okay, straight up chances to hit are half-half, but I'm liking this opportunity. I think we gotta go here. I'm hoping that that takes out the floor inside. I don't know that it's gonna damage the sectoid. But there's only one way to find out. Yep, it did. That's beautiful. And he hit for 4 damage. That's amazing. Now, I do kind of want to prioritize the soldier, but I mean, where am I going to get to that's going to give me a better shot at him? Actually, I might be able to come out here with Skinner. Not quite. What about these garbage cans? Garbage bags? Not going to happen. Okay. Anais is really far back. So I'm thinking maybe he's our potential for flashbanging. I am going to bring Singer up top here, try and even the odds against a trooper on the roof. 50%.
Okay.
Let's bring Aeneas in here, and let's see if we can't flashbang up top. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen, although it's damn close. Look at that. Look at him just avoiding it by... right there. Where is it? He's 1 tile away. Things could be worse. Now, the choice we have to make is, do we want to take this shot? Or do we want to aid protocol? I'm thinking what we may want to do is get in here, grab full cover, and then we aid protocol. let's do that. That way the only real target's going to be over here on Singer. I suppose the trooper can see across, but at least there's more of a chance of him surviving. Whereas Singer, if she gets hit, chances are pretty bad. Let's take the shot. Oh, okay, well.
Target
So
eliminated.
that's a learning. Learn from that, because I should have taken that shot first, and which would have freed up the ability to take a 60. I think it was 67% shot on the sectoid.
I'm on the move.
Resist! Resist! Okay then. That's probably gonna freak you out a bit. We can deal with this. I'm feeling good. I can feel the end of the mission rapidly approaching. Okay. We can't quite flank. Or is this a flank? I don't think it is. It's kind of tough to tell from this
Verstanden, bin
angle.
unterwegs.
48 only. That's tough. We're really close. Let's try this. Let's try with Polo. We've got the sword as a backup. There we go. Come back to me. That's cool.
Ziel ausgeschaltet. Da drüben scheint was zu sein.
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Okay. All things considered, that went pretty well. Workstation hacked. We got some loot. Our soldiers are all alive. Nobody got hit. Rookie got promoted. What's not to like? And everybody MVP. Polo, most damage. Reed, most attacks. Most under fire. Aeneas and Skinner moved the furthest. Very cool. We also got the reduced cost to contact a region that's going to be next to us. It'll be interesting to see how that works, because we don't have the ability to contact regions yet, so I'm not sure if that gets like stored or what the real outcome is going to be.
An impressive performance, Commander. Our troop skills are improving with every deployment.
All right, so let's see what the promotion is on Singer. A Grenadier, beautiful. You're gonna make a good Grenadier. I'm happy about that. And got a couple options here with Polo. I think early makes sense for us to grab blast padding. We're not seeing too much armor out there just yet, but that could change pretty quickly. But it does give us somebody that we can put in the front and know that they're most likely going to be able to survive an attack or two. Yeah. So let's grab blast padding. Got an Illyrium core, that's fantastic. A couple of corpses. Illyrium core is something that we can use in the proving grounds for experimental ammo and grenades and such.
Hello, Commander. The council you once knew is no more. Its membership have all sworn loyalty to the Advent administration, with one exception. It is good to see you again. In the days since your capture, I have done all I can to aid the resistance from the inside. It was these resistance operatives that provided the intel leading to your recent extraction. As of now, resistance forces are currently somewhat disorganized. If we are to defeat Advent and their alien masters, you must change this before it is too late. What you are seeing are classified reports of missing civilians from across the world. Their numbers are growing. We suspect they have been taken to a nearby Advent black site. although its exact location remains unknown. Time is short, Commander. We need you to take charge of Resistance operations throughout the world. Establish contact with the local cells and bring them into the fold. Find this black site and shut it down. Save our world. The clock is ticking. Good luck, Commander.
Okay, so civilians are disappearing at a rapid rate. And it sounds like they're being taken to this black site. So we need to research resistance communications. We need to fly to the black site region, make contact, and destroy it. Let's see. Sub-objectives, main objective. Okay, we're good.
We're ready to move when you are, Commander. I've updated our objectives based on the latest information.
You and your crew have dealt another serious blow to the aliens' efforts today, Commander. Impressive work.
So we've got Dr. Angry Joe Vargas here as an engineer. I'm very happy about this.
We can start clearing out space for new facilities, Commander. We should keep looking for more recruits, though. We'll need them to staff the facilities once they're built.
Yeah, totally agree. So, Angry Joe is on staff, and I am going to have him start clearing out some alien debris. I'm just taking a look here. We've got machinery here. We've got an exposed power coil at this level.
You've managed to do with this ship.
I just wish he had lived long enough to see us fight back. To know that it wasn't all for nothing.
Trust me, he knows. If there was one thing your father always kept in mind, it was his faith in humanity. He knew we could win. On our own terms.
That's touching. Yeah, it's tough to hear about Shen. He was, I liked Shen a lot. I wonder if he's gonna come up later. That would be pretty cool. Knowing that the exposed power coil is here and we get a power boost if we build a relay there, I think this is where we kind of want to build towards. So let's go ahead and clear out the alien debris here.
Commander, so far I haven't seen anything critical among the alien components left over in this area. If we clean this stuff out, we could probably use this space for a new facility. Excavation is underway, Commander, but it's going to take some time to get all that stuff cleared out.
Okay, so let's start that going. We could rush the guerrilla tactics school, but I mean, aside from training some of our rookies into squaddies, which is going to take additional time anyways, we don't have our guys developed enough to upgrade squad size or anything yet, so we don't have a lot of money, Commander, so getting those supplies will help.
We have a lead on the alien black site, but we'll have to rely on the local resistance to actually get us into the facility. We should try to make contact with their forces in the region as soon as possible. It's the only way we're going to find out what's behind this so-called Avatar project.
So, in all of those files, the word that kept coming up was Avatar. We got to figure out what that is. Oh, another engineer. That's awesome. That's really good. Now we can't connect there yet because it's in a locked region. So we're gonna have to research communications before we get there. Truthfully, it doesn't make sense to rush towards this black site anyways. I think we're better off like bolstering what we have right now.
New course.
Mostly for sentimental reasons, I'm going to try and grab these soldiers here and see who they are. Here we go. Nicholas Pernick and Tudor Dumitrascu. Welcome aboard. That's very cool. I like that. Nicholas Zepernick, welcome. Now, let's see if we can grab this engineer.
Much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
Yeah, I agree. You saw the scars in the back of his head there. That's pretty telling. Okay, so we can do the Advent officer autopsy research.
Have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
This also unlocks the Advanced Warfare Center, which is the next building we're most likely going to go for. So this is good. This will accelerate healing rates, can give them random perks whenever they are promoted. And then we can also retrain there if we need to. So let's go ahead and do the officer autopsy.
The Advent officers appear to be similar, if not physically the same as the common Advent trooper in terms of power and agility. However, field reports indicate a more developed mental acuity, as the officers do provide tactical directives to the subordinate Advent forces.
Okay, let's bounce back out.
Having successfully...
Oh. Sorry, Tygan.
Although we have allies scattered in cities
okay, Resistance is contacting us.
Willing to share their knowledge of Advent's operations, the aliens are actively pursuing them. It will be up to you to ensure the safety of our operatives, Commander. Good luck.
So we've got a communication coming in, and they're looking for us to rescue a VIP from an Advent cell. We've got this Dr. Kent Toft Nielsen, Operation Ice Knife, and yeah, I'm game. Get a scientist on board, accelerate that research a little bit, get a whole bunch of early intel. Yeah, this is going to be great.
Mexican Regional Tract.
And these are always starting out blank in the full build of the game, which I actually preferred the other way. We can autofill, that's fine, but then we just have to kind of remove from here. So what do we want to take out here? He's in a cell, which means we can hack with the specialist. We want to keep our specialist in. I'm thinking a couple of grenadiers is not a terrible idea. Then, do we want to bring a rookie? I'm thinking we could bring out a rookie here. Is that a bit risky? It's a little risky. And then we're not developing our snipers either. But grenadiers right now are not expendable. Like, we need these guys, and they're going to be a huge boost to us. Let's go ahead and fix your weapon up just a little bit here. There we go. And yeah, I think we can take out Wild here. I'm intrigued. You're a character, and we'll see how you perform. I'm thinking that this is what we'll do, but I can always decide later. So, wish me luck, guys. We'll see you next time, and we're going to rescue Dr. Kent Toft Nielsen, which is one of you guys. So I'm excited about that. Wish me luck. Goodbye.
The world you once knew is no more. Earth is now ruled by the Advent Coalition and their alien masters.